Et aga mul on nüüd siiras rõõm tervitada Karolina Mackiewicit, kes on Läänemere regiooni tervislike linnade võrgustiku WHO koostöökeskuse arendusjuht. Ta jutt tundub olema huvitav, sest on jutt naabrite juures ja võrdsed tervisevõimalused läbi kehalise aktiivsuse edendamise, see, mis toimub Turu linnas. Mitte väga kaugel meist, aga võib-olla olud on teistsugused. Karolina, please.
Thank you very much. I hope we are all set with the headsets. I hope that there are still a few people getting them, so let's wait. I will just say a few words about myself at the beginning, and good morning, everyone. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Karolina Mackiewiczi. I'm originally from Poland, but nearly 6 years ago, I moved to Finland, and since then I work in the Baltic Region Healthy Cities Association. Baltic Region Healthy Association operates as the World Health Organization collaborating center for healthy cities and urban health in the Baltic region. I'm sure that many of you have heard about the healthy cities. I'm sure that many of you also represent the healthy cities. And it's a great pleasure for me to be here to present some examples from Finland, from Finnish city of Turku, about how health equity can be improved, how it can be promoted through the physical activity. So now we will take this physical activity not only as the means to improve the general population health, but also to improve the social inclusion, to take care for those from the marginalized group, to take also the view on this from the strategic point of view. Now, this morning we've heard from the Minister of Health that health is a strategic issue. We also heard that this big mass events, they don't really bring the results we are expecting. I will present here the Turku point of view, this very strategic, organized interventions, and also the interventions that the base on the infrastructure and on the structures already existing in the city. So that means that we didn't have to build any new object, we didn't have to build any new stadium, and we didn't have to hire a crowd of people to administrate them. Let me start. So I divided my presentation into basically two parts. At the very beginning, I would like to give the general introduction to how physical activity helps improve the health equity. And actually why we should bother about that. And later on, I would like to present 3 examples from city of Turku. One for young people, for those people who don't like to compete anymore, who are interested in different ways of spending their free time. One for the people who are unemployed or in very bad economic positions, so those who really don't have the money, and one for those who are already older, so who are maybe afraid of running marathon but still want to be healthy. So how physical activity can help to promote health equity? We have to remember when we speak about the disadvantaged group, about the marginalized group, about the group challenged in the socioeconomic way, that this is not a one group. It's a group like any other population. We have young women, young children, old people. We have people from very many different backgrounds. Here in Estonia, you have Russian speakers, Estonian speakers. In Finland, in Turku, we have people speaking 100 languages. And that means that actually we have to better plan. We have to have more support at all stages it's required, and that actually those interventions we are planning, they cannot be just information. They have to combine very many different actions. But to do that in a proper way, we need to monitor the situation, we need to have the evidence, we need to really know what is happening, not even on the city level. I mean, we have the smaller or bigger cities. Turku has 9 districts, and those districts, they differ very much. So we have to work on the lowest level possible. We have to collect this information. To get to those people who are not active, we need to find those who come from the community and who are already active and can promote, so the power of word of promotion through the different channels than the official. The duration of this intervention must be probably longer than we expect, so it has to be realistic. And also the environmental modifications, meaning that actually we should invest in the healthy urban planning as well. So it's not only about the interventions, but it's also like to improve the infrastructure in the city that those interventions can take place. You know that already, that the physical activity is not only about feeling good, but it also can improve the general health conditions, meaning reducing obesity, cardiovascular diseases, even by 50%. And it also improves, of course, well-being and mental health. It gives a lot of value to the social inclusion, to the self-efficacy, to the employability. That means that people who move, they're not only moving for moving, but they also get the very specific benefits. This map, the settlement health map, shows how actually very many different factors we live that from our environment influence our health. So actually the age, sex, and the family we come from, this is very little, but what influences is actually that if we move our activities, but over the activities there in the dark blue round, then we have the built environments. That means that actually, yeah, we have to also remove the potential barriers, and we know, we already have heard also from the Estonian survey that people with the lower socioeconomical conditions, they move less. The people with the lower education, they move less. That means also that we have to remove those barriers or many different levels. Usually people in those who move less, they also live in a very specific districts in very specific conditions. So that also has to be taken into consideration. So what about the Turku? Turku is a Finnish city, it's a healthy city for over 20 years, but still we see that health inequalities, they don't increase in Turku. The health inequalities, they still are there, and the three most vulnerable groups are the people who are unemployed, especially the middle-aged men, people with only comprehensive education, so the dropout from schools is really high still, and the immigrants. And of course, very often, people who are unemployed are also immigrants, and they have very low education, and they live in the challenged districts, in the marginalized districts. So this is all very much interconnected, and that also makes the planning for interventions very difficult and very challenging. Turku works as a healthy city. That means that works according to the principles of healthy cities, of the WHO Healthy Cities, which is a long-lasting movement for cities to work for health and healthy conditions. That means that in Turku, the cross-sectoral cooperation is taking place, that the empowerment, community participation, this is important value. The equity, as I speak about that, this is a value to be protected and to be promoted. And all this is done to create a sustainable city, to somehow to create also sustainable economy, to create a sustainable society. So let me now move to those actions. Let me now move to the interventions. First one, as I said, it will be the power action. It's the intervention for young people. The problem in Turku is the same as elsewhere. It's the same also like in Estonia. The young people who are 14 years of age, something happens, they don't want to compete, they don't want to belong that much to the NGOs, and they don't want to belong to the sport clubs. They are looking more for fun, and Power Action was created for them. Power Action is the intervention for the young people who can try the different forms of physical activity, not competitive way, without belonging to any sport club, and have fun from that. So this graph shows actually how young people value different things than the adults in the physical activity. And I would like you to see here that actually I can be together with my friends. This is most important for the young people and children. They want to they are looking for fun and they want to spend time with the friends. So what to do for them to have it both, to eat a cake and to have a cake. So the Turku prepared the power action for the teenagers, for the people between 13 and 19 years of age. It is a form of physical activity organized actually by the sport clubs in cooperation with the city that administrates it. But the participants, they can participate in only maybe in one event. They can get the fun they are looking for, and they don't have to come back anymore, or well, they're not attached. There is a weekly curriculum from Monday to Sunday. Currently there are 28 shifts with 14 different activities. There is always an instructor, but the instructor is only to present how to use the equipment or how to play the different games. The equipment is available and it's free of charge. So this is how the website of the Power Action looks like. So we have here the days, the times, where, what kind of activity is taking place, where the activity is taking place, and address together with the link to the map. And here is also the activity together with the link to the description of the activity. And more of those activities are taking place in the marginalized areas, in the districts where more people from the immigrant background come from. And as you see, it's also, there is lots of things also happening in the schools. So after schools, the schools are open after the classes, and the kids can come there according to the curriculum that they get. They're informed, and it's also on the online. So lots of attention was being paid to prepare us as attractive as possible. So nothing boring. Lots of different things. Lots of things that attract us. Lots of things that are maybe not known but would like to be tried, and especially free of charge and with friends. Why not? Most popular ones are the floor bar, futsal, oriental martial arts, but there are also the proposed the activities that are not very typical, and I must say that I personally don't know what para is, but probably would like to try if it would be possible. So how is it administrated? It's administrated by the city of Turku, by the Turku Recreational Services. City cooperates with the districts, cooperates with the schools, cooperates with the social workers, cooperates with the sport teachers, and also with the young people to really know what they're expecting, what are their needs. And city pays €15 per hour to the NGO club. So it means that city pays €15 for one shift. And the passports where the curriculum is being put are delivered to the kids, to the teenagers in schools by the teachers, but they are also in the library, in different clubs, so that the information is being spread. But the main channel of the communication is generally the poweraction.net, the website, and. So after a few years, it started in 2008. We can say that, yes, the teenagers value the fact that they can come with friends and they can have fun. This is very popular. The sport NGOs and the clubs, they see this is as an opportunity to really enhance the young people in their physical activity. Well, the marketing still depends, of course, on the teachers, on how it really goes. But generally, what we can realize, what we can say, is that that power action is becoming cool. So it's becoming an attractive thing to do. Let me now change the age group, and let me now move to the people in the work. Well, the adults, but the adults who are often, who are in difficult economic situation, the adults that are often unemployed. So for those people, in September 2013, meaning just a few months ago, City of Turku prepared the Kimokke intervention. It is the intervention that is available for people who receive the certain social benefits. So the city can check with the insurance fund, with Kela in Finland, who is receiving those benefits or who is in the certain group. And social workers that work with these people, they promote Kimokka. Kimokka is about this bracelet is a ticket for the people that they can buy for 39 euro, and it's valid for 6 months. And with this bracelet, people, the group, the participants of this intervention can enter the sport objects, the gyms, the swimming pools, run by the city of Turku for free, once a day. The bracelet there is no name, so actually it was realized that in different families, of course, one person has a bracelet and many use it. That's why this once a day limitation, but this is actually the only limitation. And but it's not only about actually gym and the swimming pools. It's also about participating in the sport events, in the ice hockey games. If the organizers of the ice hockey game or other event, they realize that there are some free tickets left, they give the information to the administrations of Kimokka. And the SMS system, which is actually run for free. I checked that for you to know how much it costs to run the SMS system. It's run for free. The messages are sent out to the people with the information. There is the ice hockey game on Saturday at 7 there and there. Come and get a ticket. So far, it wasn't the situation that there was a big crowd, so it wasn't an issue that more people came than the tickets were available. But we already see that the Kimokka is very popular because it started in September 2013 and already 1,200 tickets were bought, which for Turku is pretty big. That means already that even 25% of the population of the target group is using it. And it's, again, not only about the sport, but also about the cultural events, so also the Philharmonic, the theater tickets. In 2011, Turku was together with Tallinn the European Capital of Culture, and then Turku promoted itself as bringing sport together with culture. So culture as well, culture and well-being is also important. And in Kimokka, those two things are being put together. So generally, this SMS system. It's also, yes, so this is the information I've just said. 6 months, 39 euro for the specific group gives the entrance to the gyms, swimming pools, concerts, museums, for the people in low economical situation. This is the website that presents what are the benefits of Kimokka. And we will now move to the, just one word maybe to sum up the Kimokka, that actually it was realized that especially men, middle-aged men between 30 and 40, so pretty challenging group for promoting physical activity. They are participating in Kimokka very much, and they benefit from it. So they use this opportunity, and so this shows that actually it was a good action to introduce. But let me now move to the older population group, to the people who are over 70 years old and who are at risk of being isolated from the society, who live alone, and who also would like to still do some physical activity in order to stay to stay safe, to not to fall down, to be confident that they can go for a walk. For those people, City of Turku prepared a program, Gym at Home, which is run already for several years, and it's focused mainly on the balance control and muscle strength in the lower limbs are in focus of the program. So this is something which is most important in gym at home. And gym at home is generally like the umbrella intervention for very many different actions. So there are the counseling through the doctors, through the nurses, through the social workers that work with the older people. There are events and happenings. There is also there are also the trainings for those who should counsel the older people. So also the nurses are being trained in this, how to advise older people to do some basic but beneficial activities at home. And there is also the NGOs of the elderly people are involved. And you can see here that there were also the TV programs. They were. It has changed a bit, unfortunately, and the TV programs, they were the best channels actually to reach these people. Every day, 45 minutes, the program, not 45 minutes of the intensive moving and dancing, but 45 minutes of some like counseling, directly in the living room of the older people. It was just the best possible situation happening. But it was run by the regional television. The program was delivered by City of Turku, but it was run by the regional television, which unfortunately last year moved to internet. And that complicated the thing. So I'm bringing it up here to show you how still challenging this work is, and how still we are also trying to find a new solution, trying to find this new, these channels, because unfortunately with the program in internet we cannot run this intervention on the scale it was run when using the TV. So yes, so but still the program is being run even when there are some difficulties, and of course the solutions are being found, and that also shows that that's different groups, different people, they need different approach. So in the case of the young people, in the case of the Power Action, the website was the best channel. It was the best media to reach the young people, and they were